Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Ailey if you're new. Today's video is going to be a little sort of review on the ABH Norvina Volume 2 palette. Yes, I'm probably the last person on planet Earth to do this. I have had it since October and I just haven't been able to have a chance to do it. I will be doing like 5 looks with this palette and my other palette's the same as I have been doing, but I just haven't had time. So I figured that I would do just sort of like a mini use this on camera and a mini review of it if I can get the damn thing open. I've already done the volume 3. If you want to see that one, I'll link it up here for you, but I just really fancied doing a blue look today. I looked back at one of my old TikTok videos and I absolutely adored the blue look that I had in it, and I remembered that this palette was all sort of bluey colours, so I figured we would do a blue look today. If you want to see it, then just keep watching. So, the first thing I will say about these palettes is they are massive. The mirror is amazing in it. Look at the size of this thing. So if you're like away somewhere on holiday, or you're away for the weekend, or even like at Christmas time when you're away at like a family member's house or your parents' house or whatever, this will be really good to take with you because you can actually just sit it in front of you and literally like at this angle you can see your entire face. So yeah. So I don't want this video to be too long, so we're just going to crack right on, jump right in, whatever. Okay, so I'm going to take my P. Louise base. I do love this base. Anybody who has any issues with this base, I'm with you. I used to really struggle with this base, and I don't know, like at first, I really didn't like it at first, but I figured out I was using way too much of it. So like that on my hand there is way too much. So I take like a little bit of it and then I'll pop it on. That is probably too much. But really I use like this brush just to make sure that I don't mess up my eyebrows, because my eyebrows take me forever, usually. If you want to see a quick way to do your eyebrows, check up here. But come back. So I always just put a little bit on, carve out my eyebrows sort of, and then use my finger, because my finger will pick up some of the product again. And then I do that. Like, it doesn't actually have to be a lot of product that you put on. You really don't want it to be like flooded in product, otherwise you are going to get creasing. It isn't going to do its job. It really does need to be really thin, because it's just ever so slightly tacky. It's not like a really tacky base. Okay, my brushes are manky. I apologise profusely. I am going to dip into C4, which is this gorgeous sort of navy blue almost. Am I? Yes, I'm just going to go for it. It's not navy blue, no, it's like a turquoisey, a really dark turquoise. I'm going to use my mirror. Oh god, I'm scared. Oh wow, I love this colour. Yes, I go in with my dark shades first. I just find that like if you're going to use a sticky base, why then go in with your lighter shades and then put your darker shades or the shades you want to be most pigmented over other powders? It just doesn't make any sense to me. So I'm going to go for a halo eye, so I'm going to put this in the inside as well. These are some of my favourite looks to wear. Ooh, so pretty. Right, I'm going to take a slightly bigger brush. I'm going to go into B5. It's sort of a more vibrant sort of blue up here. And we're going to sort of blend on the top of that. I don't know if it's going to be light enough, but it seems to be the lightest one in the palette. So I'm going to take that just at the very edge here. To like soften the edges of that blue. Ooh, blue and red. And I'll just go between the two shades and sort of get a good blend, because right now it stops off too much of a solid line just now. I'm going to take C4 on that brush again and I'm just going to run it underneath. So the shimmers in this palette kind of confuse me because there's not really anything that's kind of mega neutral. I'm gonna go for, it's just gonna be like a really sort of monochromatic eye look. I'll go back in with my Aylierosebusiness base. I think I'm gonna take C1. I may regret this. It's going right in the middle. Then I'm going to grab D1, which is just below it, and pop that sort of like in between. Them two actually go really nice together. Then I'm going back into C4 and just making sure that that's nicely blended. Okay, I'm happy with that. What I'm going to do now is chuck on a little bit of eyeliner. What lashes? TL21s it is. Okay, so that is one eye done, and oh, I'm feeling the blues. I love my last blue look and I haven't done one since, so I love it. I'm going to go off camera and I'm going to do this eye, and then I will be right back and I will tell you kind of what I feel about this palette. I know I haven't used a lot of shades, but I definitely have some opinions. Okay, so that is the look complete. I actually just went ahead and did the lip anyway, but I love blue eyeshadow. I don't know why. I don't know if it's the red hair or what, but I love blue eyeshadow. Okay, so this. I can't remember what I said about the other one. I'm pretty sure that I liked it because, yeah, I'm pretty sure that I liked it and I didn't really have anything bad to say about it. Have to say the same about this. It's easy to work with, just like the sort of what they call modern renaissance and things like that. Way, way, way more pigmented. I have no idea why there's a random orange in this palette, but I don't know, maybe you'd find a way to use it. But it is generally a bluey green palette. If you like bluey green eye looks, if you like bluey green colours, I think that you'd really like this palette. It is hella expensive, but you're getting really big pans, and the quality of the eyeshadows is really good, so I have to say that. So obviously if you have the money to be able to buy it, then I definitely would recommend it, and I absolutely love the colours that I ended up using on this eye. My eyes still look like this and it annoys the hell out of me. So yeah, I don't really have anything bad to say about it. I really like it. I do think it's ridiculously expensive. It's like $68 or something like that, I think, because I got mine obviously when I was on holiday, so I think it's something like £62 or something like that. It may even be £68 because just now I don't even think that they do the exchange rate thing. We just pay the same monetary amount as you get, people do in the US. But yeah, I like it. I mean, it's, like I say, I wouldn't say that you absolutely need it. If you want colours, this is a really good way to go to get really pigmented colours. So this is volume 3, this is volume 2. Volume 3 is very, very warm. Volume 3 has orange, it has oranges, warm browns, it has some greens in it, but for the most part, it leans a lot more warm. When I think Halloween, when I think autumn time, I think of this palette. For this one, which is volume 2, which is what we have on our eyes today, it's way more cool toned. So depending on what you edge towards more, I mean, I'm a warm toned girl, but I love blues and greens. Green is my favourite colour and I love blues as well. So I like both, but really they are like different. They're just very different. I mean, even the yellow in this is very cool toned yellow. You've got your limes and things like that. So really it just depends on what you would prefer. The volume 1 I don't have, it's purples. So I have a feeling that she'll come out with more and do lots of different colours. She'll maybe do a more red toned one or something like that. But yeah, it just depends on, I mean, I don't think you need all 3. I don't even think you need 2 of them, but depending on what colour scheme you like. If you can get into like a Sephora or something like that and swatch these, I would go in and do it. Even like, I don't know if they let you, but even if you could take a brush and try it, using it yourself, or even ask them to use it on you, I think you can do that. Just to get an idea what it's like. It is really pigmented, but it's very easy to work with. I would say that these Norvina palettes are easier to work with than the James Charles palette, and they have just as much pigment, if not more. So if you want to see like my 5 looks 1 palette with these palettes, don't worry, that will be coming soon. I'll probably film that sort of around about Christmas time, and it'll be up in January or around about Christmas time, one or the other. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So if you have any other questions about the palette, if you would like to see when I do my 5 looks, if you would like to see any of the colours and particularly use your mouth, and leave it in the comment section below and I will make a note and try and do that for you. But apart from that, I think that's it. So if you enjoyed this video, you found it somewhat helpful, obviously I would love if you would give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. It would mean the absolute world to me. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!